What up? I have a couple of updates. You would have seen in the last video how I turned the boost up, changed the wastegate spring, and we went up to 9.5 psi basically. But I was also hitting 95% duty cycle on the old injectors. So I've got these, and I believe these are from a Volkswagen 1.8T, but they are 370cc injectors, and I've been able to turn the fuel pressure back down to 3 bar. It was on 60 psi and now it's on 43, which is 3 bar ish. And yeah, now I'm only hitting like 75% duty. I made this loom using this nylon overbraid and some self-adhesive heat shrink, and I made a couple of mistakes and I can't even remember what they are now. Like, the heat shrink didn't go far enough up the wire there. I've got like a gash join there. I forgot to put a heat shrink on the end there. Oh yeah, and then like this wire is a little bit awkward. Could have come out at a different place, been a bit shorter. And that's it. Apart from that, I'm quite happy with that. The plugs, I believe, are Vauxhall from like a Corsa engine or something. Literally had them in my wiring box for about a decade. So that's that. Still haven't done that, but I've got the material, so hopefully this week. Now what I'm on with is boost control solenoid. So I got this Pierberg one that came off the Saab engine, and I'm going to work on getting that wired in, getting a relay set up. And if we go under here, I've got a box of Rice Krispies, so somewhere in here is the wire I want, but I don't know if it's here or at the other end. I can remember seeing the label for it. Basically, I haven't got boost control solenoid, but I have got F idle, which I believe is like fast idle valve, and I can just use that instead, seeing as I don't use idle control. Continuing on from yesterday, I'm not even sure where I was yesterday, but the electronic boost control is now on there, all fitted, and pretty sure I showed you the injectors and the loom. Oh yeah, I remember talking about the couple of little mistakes. But yeah, I made a boost control solenoid loom, goes up along here. It's not exactly how I would like it. I'd like it all hidden and tucked away, but it's functional and it works. I've got it working in open loop, so between 5,000 and 7,000 at 100% throttle, it gives it, I don't know what the numbers mean on the map, but I put 5 and that has equated to about 3% of duty cycle. So we can probably assume that it's like supposed to be 5%, I guess. So 5% duty, and that is added up to about 10 psi at the top. So I've got a V-band gate coming, like I said. I'm not even sure if it's going to make things more ideal or less ideal, because I've still got to try and get the screamer pipe out. But maybe if it was pointing this way, I could go down there maybe. Don't know. I'll think about that. So that's basically that for this car. I've got the pipes in the back just in case I see a saw somewhere that I can use, and it seems to be running all right. So I'm not going to do any more tuning or playing with boost and stuff until I get the new wastegate, and we'll go from there. Actually completely forgot, but yesterday I put my ECU and my wideband controller in the glove box, and yes, it looks a complete state. And here is the that's the relay for the boost control. So as you can see, now that I know it all works, I will most likely tidy up this loom and put it in some sheath and get rid of these crimps and make it nice. And I need to do a couple of slight adjustments so that the ECU fits in better, and then I can screw it down, because at the moment it's just wedged in there with pens and my chamois thing. But I actually think this is a lot better rather than having it under the dash. Got a couple of, one of these wires is going to the starter motor, another wire is going to the I think the battery light maybe, and then the other wire is for the boost control. So I need to, I think, yeah, I need to just like tidy that up and get that into the main loom, which is up underneath there. Yesterday I actually tidied this up like a week or two ago, but I made a right mess yesterday when I was trying to do the boost control, because I had to find that wire. And yeah, it's actually the green wire, this one here, pin 30, and it didn't have no label on, obviously, but it didn't take me long to figure that out. So yeah, that's all hidden in there now. Looks a lot smarter. It'd be nice if I could make the Raspberry Pi into a glove box mounted affair so that it's kind of hidden. I don't know. Or maybe I should build a cluster. I don't know. Because I don't need to have a screen like that. I could just have something in the cluster. I don't know, something to think about for the future. Now, with regards to this car, my plan this week is to order up some Gravitex so I can do the underside, and I'm going to get some polyurethane sealants or adhesives, some paint, some primer, some fiberglass, and I'm just going to try and get some progress. Like, the doors are not far off being okay to paint, the tailgate isn't far off being okay to paint. There's a couple of bits of filler that need to be adjusted, and then the bonnet, hang on, secret project, the bonnet is pretty much ready to paint. It's got a little bit at the back here that needs sorting out, but it's pretty much ready, and it needs cutting out at the back, like underneath. But yeah, the bonnet is pretty much ready to go. The van, I got my spare engine all stripped, ready to do something with. To me, those look like 400 horsepower ports. I don't think they need any work. So yeah, the van, which is out here, I've got the trigger wheel sat there ready to go, and just need to order up an ECU and get on with that. Probably going to order up the ECU this week, and then this, I actually put the TD05 on there because that's what's going to happen. TD04s are for the Micra, and TD05 for this one. And then, so my plan for the front end is, don't know if I'm going to remove this or not, but I'm going to fold up some chassis legs to come down to the same length as this, and then I'll build all this corner in, both sides, nice and strong, and then the front end will bolt on here and here instead of back here. So that's easy, and then I've just got to try and make this area look nice, which is probably going to be a case of cutting it out and changing it for some nice plate or something. I don't know yet. When I say plate, I mean thin sheet. But yeah, the plan is to actually do something, get on and do something with this. I need to pull my finger out my ass and stop letting people in the real world get on my tits and slow me down. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for this video, but there's going to be another video coming out today, I expect, with the new project, so watch this space. Bye!